Showtime.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No sound boss.
Oh, Casino, I apologize. Can y'all hear me now? I'm sorry. I forgot to turn my mic on.
I can't hear you.
I apologize, Queen. I'm sorry. My mic, and like I said, my mic was off. I do apologize. Like I said, my OBS is acting up right now, and it was lagging a lot. Tell me if y'all can hear me. If y'all can see me, man. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me. Everything good. I do apologize. I'm sorry. I forgot to turn my mic on.
Botrix says, Botrix has correctly joined the channel.
Yeah, why is my thing like none of my stuff is popping up right now? Yeah, see my OBS. I don't know what's going on with the OBS right now. It's like every time I come from I do like something on a Sunday and I cross it over, it always does this for some apparent reason. So I'll see you, Casino. How we looking right now, guys? I mean, I know y'all can hear me. Are we lagging? Cause I want to make sure we good before I start. How we looking? Yeah, I do apologize. My mic was off. I'm sorry. I do apologize about that.
Stream Elements says, Stream Elements spot running.
Why is even my chat box is not coming up? See what I mean? Like none of my stuff is like acting right now. Let me see my thing is not even popping up. Let me try something. Let me do a test run. Yeah, something is not right. Everything is lagging on my end. How we looking, guys? How we looking? I mean, like I said, I refresh it if I have to. If everything is not working out. Let me guys, if the lag, let me just go ahead and refresh, man, because for some reason my OBS is acting up once again. Let me turn everything off, turn it back on, and we'll get it rocking and rolling, man. I do apologize about this, guys. This stupid OBS always does this, man. So guys, give me a minute to kind of reset everything, cause for some reason it's acting up. I'm pretty sure it's the minute I close OBS, it's gonna give me an error. I already know what's about to happen. So let me go ahead and close this, guys. I'm gonna shut down the live stream real quick, and we'll get it right back up and running. I do apologize. It's all good.
All that's good now.
Okay, we good. Okay, we good. Okay, because I don't want to have to reset it, but it's still giving me an error on my OBS though. Okay, so we good. Okay. All right, guys. So all right, now I do apologize for the delay. So sorry. Hope everybody had a blessed weekend, man. I do apologize. I'm sorry for the lag, and like I said, it's the OBS for some reason acting up. I don't know why. I have a little bit of lag going on for some reason. Oh, here we go. It's excellent. Okay, now it bounced back. Okay, cool. We good. All right, guys, man. I'm sorry about all that, man. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope that everybody had a blessed weekend. I did call out some plays this morning. The main things that I kept talking about due to my live stream yesterday, guys, on Spy, I said, man, watch that 664 level. That was going to be key. And let's go ahead and take a dive into our charts, man, and get the ball rocking and rolling. So without further ado, let's hop into our charts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. All right, guys, we here. We back on the main stage. All right, guys, so this morning, I'll go to the Discord. I did alert everybody. Why am I? Let me fix it a little bit. I feel like I'm off, like I'm sideways. All right, cool. So this morning on Discord, let me go to it real quick. Let's see. This morning, what did I talk about it on Discord? So this morning on Discord, guys, I did talk to a few members of mine. I said this morning, guys, if SPY can't hold above the 664, we could pull back. I said, due to the pullback, VIX could. I say may fill up a gap fill towards the upside of 2350. I said keep on watch. Buyers need to hold what key level? 664. So I did call that level out. So this morning, we did get rejected. We did get rejected underneath 664, guys. Had a nice little pullback around 662. Then we wound up reclaiming 664. Got that nice little breakout. Pulled back down to what price point, guys? 664. Been on that nice little bullish run towards 668. So that was a $4 run on up towards the upside. So that's why I kept telling everybody, man, 664 is going to be key. I've been talking about that same price point, guys, since last week. And I also talked about it yesterday during my live stream. So 664 was the main key level. For my Tesla traders, as I talked to everybody yesterday, I said the main area that we need to break on Tesla was the 400 range. Because remember, we was in the 390s. Wound up getting above 400. Then we wound up getting into a range after that nice push this morning. Right in between the 410s to 420s with that mid area 415. Shout out to Lucky for catching that. I think Lucky caught. Lucky, what did you catch, boss, if he's here?
Stream Element says.
I got to take that stream element
Follow
off.
Jtraedz, Instagram.
Let me block this.
Twitter, link Facebook, link YouTube.
I don't know why they.
Stream Elements.
I don't know why they keep doing this.
Link Twitch, link.
Let me block this. I don't know why. I could have sworn I took that off. Let me block user. There we go. All right. Anyway, but yeah, guys. So I know Lucky caught Tesla, Microsoft. I want to say Apple too. And I know Google. Well, the main ones they went on run this morning was Google and Tesla. I mean, they was like neck and neck. Right now, Tesla's still holding his gains. I mean, it's still kind of in this $5 range of 415, 420. Now, if we can break that 420 level, guys, your next key level up is going to be 422.50 up to 425. So we'll break out of this range into a new range. So we want to see, can we get that break above 420? That'll be your next key level, be 422.50. So let me go ahead and mark that off real quick. And again, I do apologize, guys, for the lag. It's like I said, it's OBS. I don't know what the hell. So, all right, 420 up to 425 be your next key level on up. So let's kind of move our channel too. Let's move our range up a little bit if we can get this break. So let me put 425. So let's kind of change the color. So we'll keep 425 for tops. We'll change 420 for the mid area. So we'll put that in yellow. And we'll keep 415 for the bottom. We'll put that in green. So we'll do that. Okay, and let's go ahead and mark this off and put that in green. That'll be the possible new setup that we have right in front of us. And we'll do away with the this little area here. We don't need that right now until we fall back underneath 415. So let's go ahead and do away with that, so we can just stay focused on the possible range that we are in right now at this time. Make sure everything is running smoothly, guys, because I want nothing to lag on y'all. All right, cool. Here we go, guys. So yeah, so right now 415s, 420s. Again, if we do get that breakout from 420 to 50 or to 425, that'll put us in a new bracket. That'll take us out of this range into a new range here. So from the 415, 420s up to 420 to 425s. So you remember, Tesla likes to move out $5 increments. Now, as far as SPY, how high can SPY go? What was my next key level? I mean, of course, 670. That's going to be to have the next whole dollar mark for 679, 669.50 up to 670. That's going to be your next key levels up here. What else? Meta's still holding up pretty decent. That 420 is going to be a good area, because I remember I think Meta was the lowest on the RSI, which has a lot of room to run to the upside. So I mean, Meta's still looking pretty decent. We already went over Tesla. We got Google still trying to maintain. Let me see what Google's doing real quick. Oh, come on. All right, Google. So Google, okay, down to that 312.50. Nice move back on up towards 315s. Yeah, so we ran up as high this morning around 318.57. Look like it's trying to go back up towards the upside. Nice little transition after this pullback. Started to transition from sellers back to buyers. Now back on top of the VWAP. Slowly starting to get that little nice little curl back up to the upside. So keep your eyes peeled on that. As long as we hold this 415 level, you do have room to retest the 317.50 up to 320. I'm sorry, 318. I apologize. So anything y'all want to go over in particular? Blue chip, penny stocks, anything y'all want to go over in particular? So and Google was a beautiful play. Because remember yesterday during my live stream, we was at what, 302.50. 302.50. Remember I told you guys this. Then I go to my my chart here. I said we could gap up, and it's exactly what we did. We actually gapped up $10. We went up to 312 and then got that push up to 318. Let's see. So right now, I mean, you got Amazon on a nice little bounce, 217.20, right back to the upside. You got Apple still holding this uptrend for that possible break above 276. Tesla, nice beautiful bounce off of 390 that we talked about not too long ago. Got that push right back into the 400 range. Pushing his way up towards 420 plus. Keep that on watch. What else we have? Meta, beautiful bounce, 480. Back up to the upside, 415-ish. Let me bring this up a little bit. Yep, right here. I'm sorry, 480. 580 to the 600 level. Google still on his uptrend, still looking nice, still looking decent. That's 320. Want to get that 320 breakout. Nvidia. Where we at right now? We didn't really make too big of a move on Nvidia like we did the rest of them, though. That's the thing. We didn't make too big of a bigger move on that one. I'm trying to fix my. There we go. I was about to say. Yeah, so it seemed like Nvidia was the one that made the least move versus everything else that bounced. I mean, it's still holding. Don't get it wrong. We're still holding. But it seemed like out of all of these, I mean, that seemed like the one that made the least somewhat of a least bounce. How low did we go? Almost a $10. Let me see. How low did we go? Almost 176. Where we at now? 183. Almost $10. So I mean, it made a decent bounce. But a lot of these guys were set up for bouncing opportunities back to the upside. The only ones that really held this gains over the weekend was Apple, Google. It was something else too that held. What was it? Was it AMD? I think it was another one that held up. Was it AMD? No, AMD bounced too. So no, I think it was just Apple and Google. I think it was Apple and Google that just held these gains throughout the weekend. Everything else was set to bounce. So let's see. Let's see what SPY. Let's see how SPY looking on the 5-year chart. I hate when I do this. All right, let's see, guys. All right, 5-year chart on SPY. How we looking on you? All right, so right now you are bouncing off of that trend line. You did hold 650 back up to the upside. So right now SPY's getting a little rebound back up. So what saved it was that 650 because we never cracked that 650. Now back on top of 13 EMA. So right now that's still holding pretty decent right now. Still holding that trend line, yellow trend line. So kind of keeping you in this little range here. So we still got some overhead, but right now it's still holding at this time. So what we don't want to see happen is we don't want to fall back down to the downside. What was the weekend close from last week? 659.03 was the close from last week. So we want to stay above 659, 660 level. So we want to stay above that at this time, because what we don't want to see is a close, or this week close this way. We don't want to fall back underneath last week's close. We don't want to crack 650 and start to fill that gap fill from this 13 EMA all the way down to this 50 SMA. That's what you don't want. So right now it's holding pretty decent. Trend line is still holding. So right now SPY is definitely getting a nice little bounce, but the question is, can we hold? Because you got to keep in mind, guys, this week we only have 3 full days of trading. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday is a holiday. Friday, the market is going to close at 1 o'clock. It's going to close early. So right now it's holding up pretty decent. It's holding up pretty decent right now. It's 68 to 69. Trying to go for that pushback up to that 70 level. And don't forget, all right, let me ask you guys this. Where's that pivot point? As we go back up, where's that pivot point on SPY? What's that pivot point we always talked about? If we get that nice pushback up to the, let's say, 670, what's that pivot point? Y'all remember? What's the pivot point? Aussie? Casino? What's that pivot point on SPY? If we do get that pushback up into the 670s, what's that pivot point?
Traedz 2202 says, SPY 670.
Remember? Let me put it right here, Queen. Remember what that was? Look. Remember that old price point? What that old pivot was? Remember 672.50? Remember that? So let me go back a little bit. Let's see. See? 672.50. Then got back. Then you got the bounce off of 672.50 up to the 675.50s. Then you fell right back on down. Let's see. Let's go back a little bit on how far that 72.50 is. 72.50. Nice pullback. Let's go back a little bit. 72.50 held. Wound up getting that nice little pushback onto the upside for 675. So as we go back this way and we do get that possible pushback up to the upside, we know where that next possible area is at, where they're trying to go to.
Casino in 777 says 670, 672.
Yeah, and also let me look at my chart too, boss. 72. You said. Yeah, see, yeah. And you do have 672. Yeah, and I agree with you on that. Yep. 672 to 672.50. So basically right where my pivot point is. So yeah, from up towards these key levels. So from 670s up to that 672.50. So right now you definitely get that nice push to the upside. And I'm also go to my 12-hour chart to also show you why. Let me see, where's my because right now I'm gonna show you. We're doing a simple gap fill casino. I'm gonna show you right real quick too, boss. Hold up. We're doing like a little simple gap fill, and you go show you on my 12-hour chart.
Traedz 2202 says, I'm in a call now, need 670.
What was your entry? Austin, what was the entry, Queen? What did you get in at? What was the entry? Oops. Right about. See, right now you're going from the 9 MA, 20 MA. See how you trying to go for a little gap fill? Trying to go from these indicators, that blue and orange. Trying to feel your way back up to the top towards that 50, because now you're above the 200 SMA, 9 MA, 20 EMA. If you got that healthy green candle pushing back up, you can see right here what we've got stuffed that was around 671.10ish, and then up there we got that 72.50. So let me put that up too real quick. And I'm gonna fix these lines too. And I apologize. I meant to fix that. Let me duplicate that one and go to 72.50, because you remember that was one hour pivot points. 72.50, that was 1 hour pivot points towards the upside. That was up here. And you can see right here, 72.50, nice little pullback on down. 72.50 pullback, 72.50 pullback, ran on up to 74, back on down. 72.50 pullback, 72.50 pullback. So you can see 72.50 is they're gonna have a little bit of a battle up towards that. Let's see. So right now, it looks like we're back in this old range right here. Like right here. Let me fix this real quick, because you are back above that 77.30. Me and Lucky was talking about that this morning. You can see right here, 76.30. Got that nice little pushback up to what? 72.50. Then you got that continuation. So we do have a little range that's coming up that we still have room to push up to. So as we break into the 670s, between up towards that 670, 250, you're going to have some room to still push up to. Because that indicator, 50 SMA isn't all the way until like almost 75-ish. But you do have the 7250 because you can see how the market reacted and how those sellers came in aggressive. We ran up green, got rejected, 7250, yanked them. 7250, yanked them. So we know that around 7250 because you can see 7250 can act as support and resistance. So when you're on top of it, you can see we got a nice little bounce, ran back up to the upside, then we dumped on down. And then when you're underneath it, you can see it act as resistance. So we do have room to go from this right here. We had this old candle at right here, this 71-ish up to 7250 level. So you have room to still push. Then you're breaking out of this downtrend setup, so that's still good.
Says, my break-even price is 669.96.
Now, Queen, if you round that off, what price is that? If you round that off, what you get? 670. But nah, I'm just messing with you. But no, but you know that, I mean, anywhere around the area is still decent to take a nice profit. Around the 670s because you're going from the 660s now into the 670s. You're going from one price bracket to the next, and you already know every whole number hold up as natural support and resistance. 650s, 660s, 670s, 680s, and so forth. So every time we go to a new whole number, it's gonna have some type of interference, some type of resistance, especially going back up to it. So we know we're gonna have a few sellers sitting around 670. We know that. Now we can break above for 670. We know that pivot point, the old pivot point, is around 670, 250. So, but we know we're gonna have a little bit of interference. And then, like I said, a good thing too is we breaking out of this downtrend setup finally. Once we recover 650, look at that nice recovery back to the upside. So, I mean, right now it's looking pretty decent. I mean, all your levels held. That 200-day would help. 200-day moving average helped, which pushed you all the way to the 9 MA up to 20. Now you're breaking out of those indicators, now basically being underneath you. The only one that's above you right now is that 50 SMA, and that's lined up almost with 675. So, right here, you can see that gap fill. You can clearly see the gap fill from these indicators up to here. So even if I take these lines off real quick, let me make a new one. All right, and let me take everything off. Let me clear the chart. All right, clear that off, and we just look at it from an indicator standpoint. So we can see right here, we recovered the 200-day moving average, which pushed us up towards the 9 MA, up toward the 20 MA. Now you see a gap fill from these levels to this level, which is going to be around at 675. So where it can kind of push you up. You see, last time we hit the 250 SMA, we got rejected. So put it like this: you have room to pull up to it, but keep in mind now you're on the bearish side of it. So if you notice, when we were on top, you got a nice little bounce. Got a little crack, but we wound up recovering the 50 SMA, nice little bounce. But now look where we at. We underneath it. So we went from the upside, the bullish side of it, now to the bearish side. So every time you hit that 50 SMA, my red indicator, pull back. 50 SMA, pull back. So you can clearly see the room that you have to go from here to here. So we get that break above that possible 670 level. You do have room to possibly push up as high as 674, 675. So you do have that possible key level. Definitely want to get a break above 75, 76 in order for us to cross above that 50 SMA and get that nice run, because you won't have anything to really hold you back other than natural numbers themselves. I mean, starting right here, you'll have this natural area, which is going to be around the 84, 60s, and then you'll have this old key level here around the 688. So as we push back up, we need to take out this candle here. Push back up, we need to take out this area here, 74s, and so forth. So all we're doing right now is creating somewhat like a little ugly U-shaped pattern. But the beauty part about it is now you have indicators underneath your belt now that can hold up as some type of support, almost like a safety net. So you have the 200, you have the 9 MA, and you have the 20 MA. So the only one that's above your head is the 50 SMA, which can create a little indicator gap fill, as you can see. So that's what I'm saying. That we do have some room to still push up to the upside, of course, but you're gonna have a little bit of resistance as you go up. It's not gonna be a straight shot up. You will have to overcome a few little areas before you get to that actual top area. Like I said, 7250 is gonna be one for sure. Let's go ahead and make those lines. So 7250. I mean, no, that was one of them on my arsenal. Let me see, 7250. Bam. So like I said, when you're above it, it holds. When you're below it, resistance. So you can clearly see we tried to break above 72.50 up to that 50 SMA, right back on down. Now buyers are trying to recoup, trying to reclaim and recover back up to the upside. But we know that we're going to have a little bit of selling. We're going to have some sellers sitting around these key areas. We know that as we push back up. So 670 to start off with, that's your whole number. Up to the 672.50s, you can clearly see right here. And then up towards the 74, 75. So, but yeah. But right now, buyers have it. Definitely still have it. Definitely still looking good right now. So, I can't knock that. Let me go back to my original setting. Yep. So, broken out of this downtrend setup, now pushing our way back up to the upside. Now that you've seen the indicators, how those indicators can work and how the market can react off on it. Now you can see, the room that we have to still push up to the upside. So, 70, 72.50 up to 74. If we get that break above 72.50, we have room to possibly still push. Breaking out of this downtrend, not going from the bearish side to now the possible bullish side, but we got to get above that 50 SMA, which is above 75 plus, to get us back this way. So look like a slow little climb, but we're gonna see can we get above those key levels first and foremost. But you do have room. How far did we?
Jtraedz 2202 says, "I'm out. Quick $70 green is green, right?"
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
For the past few weeks.
Yeah, exactly. And also, we always talk about, and that's why I do my breakdowns. So, so we can have, you'll have a better understanding at watching certain key levels. Like normally when I look at a 12-hour chart, I'm looking at strong areas of support and I'm looking at strong areas of resistance. Because you got to think about the psychological basis. You got to think about, okay, if we push up, how far, again, especially if you're long buyers and you push it to the upside, then okay, we push it back up to an old level where we had a nice pullback at where sellers took it out. So we know this level. But coming from these bottoms, look at this. The 200-day moving average held. All you did was you shape your way back on up. 9 MA, got that break. All the way up to the 20 MA, got that break. Now putting you in somewhat of a gap fill between those indicators to that indicator here. So, and on top of that, like I said, now you have a downtrend breakout. If you don't want to use a 12-hour chart, you can look at it from a 30-minute chart. Let me go to the 30-minute. So right now, look at this. Look at the uptrend. All I did was call out one price this morning, 664. Look at this. Look how beautiful that play was. Even if you missed these bottoms right here, you could have caught the secondary bottoms right here. As soon as you missed 662, what was your next key area? 664. Why was that? Okay, Aussie. Casino. Why was this area also important? Like if you missed these bottoms, but you could have caught this secondary bottom here. Why was that so important? Why was that level so important? What was helping you out? What was a clear sign that I can use this? So for those who, like I said, missed this first bottom, you had a secondary bottom right here to catch. Let me take that off real quick. So right at this level, I light it up. I'll put it in gold so people can see it. All right, right here. So why was this level so important? Or how could you have played it? Right here. After we broke out and pulled back, why was this another good area to take? If you missed these bottoms, you could have caught these bottoms. Why was it so important? Not only was that key factor that I've been calling out since last week, but it was something about the 5-minute time frame that also screamed out this is a possible good buying opportunity. What was it? At this yellow line, 664. What was it?
Jtraedz 2202 says, above 9.
No, and that's true. That's true. But which one indicator I tell y'all to never forget about? Which one indicator I tell you guys to never ever forget about? In general. Let me save this. And I'll take everything off. I'll take all these lines off and I'll show y'all. Alright, let's look at it just at the indicators. Look at it, just look. What else screamed out to you, Aussie? You know this, Queen. You know this. It's something else. What else screamed out to you? The 9M note. And nothing wrong with the 9MA. You was right on that too. 9MA 20, they all held. But what is one particular indicator I tell you guys never take your eyes off on? Was one indicator. The main indicator. Never take your eyes off on it. Ever. the most valuable and useful indicator in the market. What is it? Look at my chart, Queen. What's that main? It's the main indicator. Everybody says it. Everybody talks about it. It's that one valuable indicator. What is it, Queen?
Ingrid Aussie Chick 2202 says.
That's it.
VWAP.
Yeah, it is. Yep, right here. Look. VY bounce, right? What did you bounce? 664, right? And it's also including your 9 MA, 20 MA. They held up as triple support. So you had 20 MA, that's 1. You had the 9 MA, that's 2. You had the VWAP, that's 3. Holding up as triple support, creating a bear trap for that nice move back on up. After we broke out, you yank right back down to what? 664. That was aligned with what? That price point and the VWAP. And then you got that move. Look at this. So imagine getting in these levels here and just holding it and riding it back on up to the upside. Because now you went from the bearish side of that VWAP to now the bullish side of that VWAP. Now anything above that area here, that's bullish. Ever since you pull back, and I'll put that one price point. 64. That's all you needed. 64 to get the ball rocking and rolling.
Aussie Chick 2202 says. I think my stream is lagging a bit.
It's not you. I think it's me. I think that OBS, man. God, it's the OBS lagging, Queen, because I keep seeing an error on my YouTube. I mean, on my OBS. It's not you. It's the dang. I hate when this thing does this. Yeah, it's not you. It's me. It's that, like I said, it's my OBS doing that. God, I hate when it does that. But yeah, guys, look right here. 664, right? Lined up with what? Your VWAP. So once you broke out of that above the 664 and pulled back.
Ingrid Aussie Chick 2202 says. I keep pressing live to catch up.
Yeah, again, it's the OBS because I keep saying it. Now it's back excellent. It's like, I don't know why I don't know why it does that, man. It's annoying. But yeah, so we should be back to normal. We should be back to normal. Okay, so look right here. Once you broke out of 664, you ran up as high as, I think it's 666. Yeah, 666, because that puts you somewhat of a $2 range. Then you wind up pulling back to what price point? 664. Your 664 is lining up right with your VWAP, right with your 20 MA, right with your 9 MA. Pull back, bear trap, right back to the upside. So 664 up to 668 plus, you was making up to $4. $4 of profit. Depending on how many shares, how many contracts you entered with. I mean, same thing with Tesla. Tesla this morning, the main key area for my Tesla traders, that could have been a good opportunity, especially if you missed this first spike up. The main area, I like to round things off by 5s when it comes to Tesla. So even if you missed this little dip, 410 was your next key area to get in. 410, 415, that's 5. From 415, 420, that's 5. So if you would have held 410 up to 420, that's a $10 profit right there in your pockets there. But yeah, man, all you do, guys, is just take your time, man. I mean, the market is not perfect, man. You're gonna have certain areas, but I ain't gonna lie. Where a lot of people fail sometimes or hurt themselves is all they do is look at a 5-minute time frame, look at a 3-minute time frame, look at a 1-minute time frame, but they never take the time to look outside of that. Look at a 5-minute. 5 year. Look at a 6 month. Look at a 5 year. I mean, anything outside of a 5-minute, 3-minute, 1 minute, because all they're doing is just looking here. They're looking at just today, right? They're looking at just today's movement. But if you put all your days together, you get more of an understanding. So, okay, let's go back a little bit. So, right here, this is today's movement, right? This is pre-market, intraday, after hours. This is today's market. So, let's do this real quick. So, let me see how far it's going to let me go back on my 5. Let me see how far it's going to let me shrink it. And notice, okay, look. All I did was just take Monday's play today, Friday's play last week, and you can clearly see these bottoms held, right? Right around 650, 652. That's Fridays. And look, also do this. Take this, and what do you have? Don't you have an uptrend? Don't you have an uptrend? From Friday's bottoms, now into Monday's pre-market and intraday area, don't they connect real well together? Because you put your days together. Now let's go ahead and put Thursday with it. So what the tops is. So let's take from this uptrend. Okay, how high can we possibly go up to? Let's just see on a psychological basis. What did we get? Where did we turn? Oops, I'm sorry. What did we turn at the strongest Thursday? Let's see. Come on, you stupid thing. There we go. We went up as high as 675-ish, right around Thursday's little area. So we'll mark that in red. We'll mark that in red because that was the area where we fell Thursday. And all I'm doing is connecting everything into this week because we need these levels. If we want to see, upside. So we got to take these levels. We got to take the past and utilize it for the present because those are going to be psychological levels, right? Because think about it. Look at the psychological level from Friday on 64, right? And we're going to after hours pre-market, today's pre-market, and intraday setup today. Once you break, okay, Aussie, casino, where the majority of your volatility step in at when you broke above what price point? What area or what price point did you see a lot of push, a lot of momentum step in? What was that price point and why? I mean, not only did you have an ascending triangle squeeze, but look at the psychological level where you got taken out at last week. Friday, right? Around 664. If you want to round it off a little bit, 64.50, however you want to look at it. Look at that level that held. All right, fall, after hours, pre-market, tried it again, got rejected, fell. Then we wound up holding that 660 level, got back above 662, and then broke what? 664, where majority of your volatility came in at. Exactly.
Broke resistance.
Exactly. So you took out Friday's highs. Now you broke above that. So now 664 is no longer resistance. Now 64 is now considered what? Support. So now that we knocked this level out, because it's almost like a video game, you already knocked out one boss, Friday's boss. Okay, now we didn't knock out Thursday's boss. So now we go up now and continuously push what's going to be your next key levels going on up. Where did we turn from on Thursday? Right around 75 and yanked. And look at the strong pullback. Look at this. Look at this. So you know where your sellers were at on Thursday. Look at this strong pullback. So as we go up, we know what sellers going to be 9 times out of 10 sitting around. They're going to be sitting around the levels around 74 to 75. So all we're doing is just taking old key areas and utilizing it for the present. That's all we're doing. So we already knocked out one Friday. Now we knock out Thursday. So as we going up, we know we're gonna have a little bit of challenges towards the upside. We know 72.50. That's one of your keys.
2202 says, you think we can get to 676?
Let me see. Where's that 13 in? I mean, not 1350. I say it'd be pretty close. Cause I mean, I don't want to lie. I say it'll be pretty close. I say it, especially if we can get this little push above Thursday's area right here. I mean, I say 675.50 up to 676. I'll say that, but you'll be cutting really thin because you gotta think about it. This level hasn't broken out yet because it may just create a range. Aussie, we do hit and can't break out. We may pull back down to a certain key level and kind of stay within a range until we break out because you gotta keep in mind. Okay, if we're looking at it from almost like an ascending triangle pattern standpoint, it's like, okay, stay fences, okay, we do push this up, right? Look how much room you still got to move around with. You see this? As long as this trend line holds, you got room to run up towards that 75, 76. But then look at all this space. That means we'll have to get to a tighter and tighter and tighter wedge until we get that nice push. Kind of like we did here. Friday to Monday, right? We got into a tighter wedge. So as long as they hold that trend line, the drops become less dramatic. So when you start from right here, I mean, you have room to fall all the way back down because normally the back portion of your ascending triangle pattern, that's where you have more space to fall. But then as that trend line starts to tighten up with that main price point, it's less pullback. The pullbacks get less dramatic because it's holding, creating higher lows, bam, break out, right? Now, you already completed this ascending triangle pattern 1. Now we're going into this ascending triangle pattern number 2. So now you see all of this space and opportunity where you can go up, pull back, go up, pull back. But have you noticed, as long as you hold that trend line, we want to tighten up. We want to create higher lows, meaning that we want less of a dramatic drop. So as we go on up and pull back, okay, we want 74 to hold. Okay, after that, we pull back again. We want to stay above 74. 74 is 50, 75. We want to create higher lows. Now up to 75, 76, and so forth. You know what I mean, so forth. But I say 70. I'm 65, 66. I'm sorry, 65, 66. But yeah. But like I said, we already completed one ascending triangle pattern here for Friday, Monday. Now we're going into a new one. Now we have this one to take out. Now we have this challenge, which is Thursday, right? As long as that trend line holds. So that means that we need to create higher lows. So that means that we need to stay above 64, 65, 66, you know, because we want to tighten this up as much as possible until we get the next squeeze up. Now break out of the 75, back up towards the 680s, and get, you know, keep it rocking and rolling. But I agree. But I do agree with you. We do have room to push up towards 76, but I'll be very careful due to you see what happened on Thursday. That's what I'm saying. Until we break out, just be very careful because you have to think about it on a psychological basis that you're gonna have sellers probably sitting right here too. But just be very careful on that. Just be very, very careful. Our pivot point was what, 72.50, right? Here we go with the error. Man, why does my thing keep getting a dang error, man? And I apologize, man. I keep getting an error on my OBS, man. Guys, I'm sorry, man. It's not me doing that. All right, 72.50. All right, cool. All right, 72.50. It's going to be your little medium boss. That's your little pivot point right here. So we know we have room to run up to 72.50 first before we get up to the 75. So we know we got to take this out first. So that's going to be key. That's your pivot point, your old pivot point. So we already called out 64 already. We got that one knocked out. Next pivot point up, 72.50. That's going to be your next one. And you can kind of see back here, ran up 72.50, rejected, then broke above 72.50 up to 75, then boom, right back on down to the downside. 72.50, we hit the 200-day moving average, pull back, 72.50 rejection, yank, there you go. What level held? 64, right? And look at the range. Look at the range. Look right here, Austin. Look at the range right here. 64 to what? 72, 75. You see that? Look at the range. So the question is, can we see a repeat of that range going into today? So let's see. Where we at right now? Look like the same exact range, right? 64. And last time we held that, how far did we run up to? Look right here. 64, 75, right? Well, we kept getting hammered. 75. Rejection. We broke above it a little bit, up to 76.50. Then we came right back on down. But notice the rotation. Notice as long as you hold 64, notice the room is where you can go up to. Notice how far that bad boy can push up to in this range. This particular range right here. Look at this. Clear shot up. 64, 75. So as we go back now to the present, where we above? 64, right? Where did it run up to? 75. So same exact little area. Same exact area. Look right here. Look right here, Queen. Let me hold up. Let me put it. So you got that level once. You got that level twice. And where we at right now? Where we at? You got room to go up to it. So we already know what sellers may be trying to sit at. Now, could it make a big old cup of handle pattern? I mean, it could. It could make a big and like huge cup of pattern, especially if we retest this level, hold. That'd be your first U-shape. Up here. Nice little pullback, and we hold. Stay within this trend line. Get tighter and tighter in that wedge. Get back above 72.50, because you already know how important 72.50 is going to be. Hold that key level for that possible squeeze back up to the upside of 680. So it's a possibility. So right now, I mean, we're still moving up bullish with a lot of room, you know, still a few. So still a lot of possibility, Aussie and Casino. Still a lot of possibility. Because, I mean, he definitely got a nice little U-shape pattern going on. Nice little U-shape. Trying to, you know, create his way back up. So I'll just give it some time. Today's Monday, right? I don't think we have no news tomorrow. Nothing major. No, I think, wait. Let me make sure it's still going on, because and that's another thing I forgot to bring up too. I forgot to bring up the economics, and I do apologize about that. I brought it up yesterday during my live stream. I forgot to bring it up today. Look at this. Look at all these. Look, what is that this week? Look at the delays. Look at this already. Chicago. Look at this. Delayed. Retail sales delayed. PPI delayed. Business inventory delayed, and we haven't even hit tomorrow yet. Durable goods for Wednesday delayed. It's like they still not putting out all the all the datas. Still got durable. Look like durable goods and GDP still looking good. I mean, no delays on that and jobless claims. So we're gonna see. Confidence, consumer confidence. So as far as today, I mean, we didn't really have anything major. As far as tomorrow, like I said, the PPI final, that's delayed. Retail sales delayed. 10 o'clock, consumer confidence and business inventory, that's delayed. Pending home sales 10, so we may have a few, but we'll keep our eyes peeled. It's like we haven't been still getting that full release. You know, ever since the government shutdown, we still haven't getting all the full releases to a lot of these datas. But we'll see where we go. So we know tomorrow we're going to have a few delays. You can clearly see what it's saying right here. Delayed. And as far as anything major, as far as earnings, nah, I mean, not as far as blue chips. No blue chips, though. So it may just be purely based off of momentum this week. So where we at right now? Almost towards that 670. Almost towards 670. If we get that 670 push, you do have room to run up towards that 670, 250. That's going to be your next possible key. And then from that next key level, those tops, that's good. That took you out Thursday. And what other day was that? Will we hit that once again? Friday before, right here. Friday ran on up. Monday ran on up. Same area got rejected at. So 672. I say 72 up to 75. Possible key levels you could still push up to. But like I said, sometimes you got to do that too, guys. Like you can also use a 30-minute time frame to kind of, you know, compact your candles up a little bit so it look a little bit more, you know, a little bit more presentable. Let's go to a 30-minute time frame. Let's say we see it a little bit more. Still looking the same. Let me see. Go back a little bit. God dang. All right, let's see. 30 minutes. So this is my 30-minute time frame now, guys. 30-minute time frame. 664 bounce. 664 bounce. Broke back above 664. Ran up as high as 75. Then right back on down. So we held the bottoms around 650. So it's almost like a little channel on the 30-minute damn near. Let me see. You got these bottoms right here, 650. Got a little mid area. So let's do this on the 30 real quick. Put that green because you did hold 650. Yep, so 650. Little mid area around 664. Yep, so you're getting a nice little, but you can clearly see the rotation. From tops to bottoms, from bottoms trying to go back up to the top. So you can clearly see that U-shaped pattern trying to move its way right back on up. So you can clearly see what it's doing. So right now, we almost close to 670s, guys. And I'm just looking on the 30-minute time frame. And I mean, it still tells me the same thing like a normal 5-minute time frame, 3-minute time frame. So right here, like I said, a 30-minute time frame, your candles are just a little bit more compact. But you can clearly see a U-shaped pattern. You can clearly see the recovery level, 650. Then the area that I've been talking about, 664. So we got back above that key level, now pushing your way back into this upper portion of this channel. So from 664 to 675. So, I mean, in reality too though, Aussie and Casino, that's still a $10 mover. Like, if you think about it, if you start at 664, even if we go up to 674, that's still $10 for today's movement. If you start right at 664, not including these bottoms, if you just start right at 664 to say 674, that's still $10 up on SPY. That's still a hell of a great move. If you think about it, that's still a good move. $10 up still, you're still winning. It's just slow, but you're winning on it. Because as long as your levels are holding, now you get to the 670s, 670, 250s up to 674, back up to these old key areas. I mean, like I said, you can see it right here clearly. Top 1, top 2, top 3.
2202 says, I'm in again for another quick scalping.
I love the way she talked. First it was VWAPy. Now it's Scalpy. It sounds like the 7 dwarves of stock trading. You got Scalpy. You got VWAPy. What's the other ones? What's the other ones, Aussie? What's the other 5? What's the other 5? We got what? Toppy. Bottomy. I'm just playing. But notice this level, guys. We back in this old area here. And like I said, last time we held above 664. You ran up as high as 75, which is still a good, guys. It's still a good profit taking opportunity. Because like I said, 64 to 74, that's $10. I mean, y'all think about it. Even from 64 to what, damn near 72, that's what, $8. That's still a good run. It's still a good run back up to these old highs right here. So I mean, you're still doing good. Like I said, all of this on an uptrend. That's it. Slow uptrend. But again, that's why it's so good sometimes, guys, to take a step back out of your 5-minute time frame, out of your 1-minute time frame, out of your 3-minute time frame. Like you can look at as far as a 30-minute time frame to just see setups. I mean, think about it. Okay, look, last week. What pattern did you see right here last week? An inverted cup and handle pattern. Normally when you go in the inverted cup and handle pattern, you're setting up for a U-shaped pattern. There you go. Look at that. You broke out of a downtrend. I mean, look how many patterns you can see that could have helped you out, you know, going from day to day to day to day. These are daily. These, like the black lines, these are dailies. These are intradays. So this is today where we at: Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Friday, Thursday. But if you put them all together, it all makes a pattern. That's why I tell you guys, sometimes you got to step out of your 5-minute time frames, your 3-minute time frame, 1-minute time frame. Nothing's wrong with looking at a 30-minute or an hour, whatever the case may be, where you can kind of compact your candles to see to kind of get a better idea, a better look at what it's doing, what the overall market is doing. We went from an uptrend. You went from a downtrend, now trying to U-shape its way back on up. But before then, this took place, look at this pattern that was right in front of you guys to know how to set yourself up. So think about it. If you would have saw this pattern setting up, right, and you already saw the cup, what comes after the cup, a handle. So even if you say, for instance, you missed this play right here, okay, you know what to expect after that. So you know how, guys, you know how inverted cup and handle goes. You know this. You know exactly how that goes. So that means that once you get a cup, right, it's going to be a handle somewhere along the line. You know this. In order for us to get a successful cup and handle. So like say for instance you missed all of this and you pull back down and go back on up, here's your next opportunity, because now you can catch the handle back on down, follow underneath this key level, which was what? 664. How ironic that same price point keeps popping up. 664, right? 664 bounce, 664 bounce, 64 crack, back on down, and then look what happened. Reclaim 664, right back on up. 675, back on down. 664, down to the 650s. Reclaim 664, back on up. Look how many times we maneuvered through 64 over and over and over. Like we always found our way around 664 repeatedly. Whether it was on the upside or even the downside. But notice how you can spot certain patterns by just taking your time and looking at these levels. Because the market is always going to make some type of pattern. Inverted cup, uptrend, downtrend, ascending triangle pattern, descending. What am I missing? What pattern am I missing? Oh, bull flag, bear flag. Am I missing something? I think that's it. But notice how, again, look at the patterns right in front of you. Inverted. So you already knew how the market was going, and then even there, all you gotta do, and also another thing you can do is this. Make a downtrend setup. You hit that level, pull back. You hit that level, pull back, play the downtrend play the downtrend game. That's it. Look what happened here. You try to break out of the downtrend, back into the downtrend. Now you broke out of the downtrend. But just take your time to understand these levels. Once you understand what the key levels are, play off of it. 64. Bounce. 64. Bounce. 64. Bounce until you wind up cracking underneath it. Now you can play it rejection. Taking that same price point, 664. That's it. Find that key level, play the key level. That's it. Find a key level, play the key level. But right now, based off what we see right in front of us, me, you, and everybody else, we know right now we held 650. We got back above 664 with room to possibly run back up to these old highs of 72, 75. That'll give you that U-shaped pattern, almost like a cup and handle pattern. And also we have an ascending triangle right in front of us. So, but just take your time to understand patterns. And even on my 30, above the 200-day moving average. So you went from the bearish side to back now to the bullish side. So it's still screaming bullish. Still screaming bullish. So, right. So let's go back. Go back, put my stuff back up now. Let's go back to the 5 minutes. So now that we didn't broke everything down on a 30-minute time frame, let's go back to a normal 5 minute. All right, back to 5. All right, back to reality. All right, let's go back. So notice, even on my 5, look at this. Uptrend. Uptrend. I mean, 5 minute time frame. All I did was connect Friday's play to today's play. And that's giving you a pattern right there in front of you. But yeah, just take your time to just read it, man. I mean, that's it, guys. I mean, it's not complicated, man. I know sometimes it becomes a little patient. It dips into your emotions. And I've been there, done it, man. But my thing is, man, you guys are good traders, man. And I know y'all, if I can do it, you guys can do it, man. Y'all got the capability. Because half of y'all be calling out the right plays. Aussie, shout out to you. Casino, shout out to y'all. I mean, y'all be calling great plays. And guys, it's never a dumb answer, man. If you're not sure about something, just nothing wrong with asking for help. Again, out of these traders, I'm not the one to judge, man. I'm never going to talk about anybody. Because I had to start from somewhere when I didn't know crap. I didn't know jack. I'll be honest with you. And then, and I'm going to tell you another beauty part about that, by doing that, by understanding the patterns. It helps you with your contracts. As far as if you're going, make sure my thing was working right. Like if you're going with options. And I know a lot of times you guys get stumped by 0 DTEs and that type of crap. But if you can look at the overall pattern off a 30-minute time frame, you can kind of give yourself a little bit of grace. And what I mean by that is, instead of playing off of a 0 DTE sometimes, because some people can do it, some people can't. If you know you can't do it, give yourself a little bit of leeway. Right? Where you can push your contracts out for Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way to Friday level. If you see a nice pattern that where you can hold. Where you can go for a nice little swing trade for the movement.
Says, this 4HR gonna tell us the story for today in 6 minutes.
No, I agree. No, Angry. I agree, boss. Yeah, so, and Angry, as I was telling them, boss, that right now, all I did was just take the Friday setup until today, and right now you got this uptrend. And I was telling them the main key areas where your sellers are sitting at, where we got rejected at Thursday, was right around that 75 level, because that held up I think 2 or 3 times. So I know Thursday, and then we go back a little bit. We wind up testing it before. So I mean, kind of the same exact range. Look at this. That was October 14th. I'm sorry, November 14th. So you went from 64, kind of like where we at now, 75. Level held, back down to 64, crack 64, try to retest 64. It always find itself back around 64. But as far as today, we back on top of 64 in that old range that we just saw not too long ago, right? Remember, they held 64 and ran up as high as 75. So, and I was telling them the next key level, because especially with 670, you're already gonna have natural resistance right there, because you're going from one whole number to the next whole number. You're going from the 660s, not into the 670s. We get that break above 670s. We know we have a pivot point at 672.
202 says, I have to stop watching the PNL when I'm in a trade. Just trust the level. And that's and also, no, you hit the nail right on the head, because that used to be my failure. I was so caught up on the damn P&L. That's what messed me up. So I was so busy looking at, man, how much I'm making versus, like you just said, understanding the actual price levels and trading off of that versus, and that's why I tell you guys, pay close attention to your key price levels, because think about it, 664 to almost 670. That's what, $6? 64.70. That's $6 because you played the price. But yeah, and I had that same issue too. I mean, I had to take the P&L off. And just focus on my prices. Ingrid Aussie Chick 2202 says, I'm doing it now. I'm in the red.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you something else that'll mess you up too. that can make him mess you up. That definitely messed me up. Okay, when you pick a contract, Aussie. Are you using that contract? Are you using the charts too?
And being patient.
Yeah. Okay, when you picking a contract, are you looking at the contract charts too? Because I ain't gonna lie, they used to mess me up a lot too, I ain't gonna lie. I had to stop looking at the contract charts and just focus on SPY chart. Because they'll be set up in a different way. Like, they'll be set up well, I'll show you for example. Hold on. Let me, let's say, I'll say 664 today's, I'll use today's contracts. So let me go to 664 SPY. And I'm going to show you how much you would have made, guys, if y'all just would have played the 664 today. And go to, let me see, today's contracts. Today's the 24th, correct? All right, 664, the level I've been talking about since last week. All right, 664, where we at right now? How much you would have been up in profit? How much you would have been up today?
Jtraedz 2202 says, I'm trading on Robinhood.
Oh, okay, I got you, Queen. All right, so let's take, all right. So let's take, I'm trying to put in the area where I don't block this. Damn it, I might have to just shrink it. Might have to shrink it up a little bit. Alright, so this is the 664 contracts for today. Alright, right now we know we're in about, what, five-ish areas? Alright, and also let me get the chart. Wait, where's my chart at? Because I ain't gonna lie, this used to mess me up a lot. I used to look at the charts on the contracts. I ain't gonna lie, they used to mess me up big time. I was too busy following the charts on the alright. And let me line that up with each other. One is for puts and one is for calls. Alright. We're gonna focus on the calls. We're not gonna worry about puts right now. Focus on the puts. Alright. So that means that should be for this one here. Alright. Alright, cool. Alright. So that means that your 664 contract started at roughly $1 down, almost $1, yeah, almost $1, and then you wind up getting that nice bounce back on up, because I mean it's gonna follow damn the SPY exactly. But this used to mess me up. Like, instead of me looking at the prices here, I was too busy looking at the prices here. Like that used to mess me up a lot. I'll be honest, because I was so caught up looking at SPY's chart. Matter of fact, let me take this little flex grid off just down to 1, so we just focus on 1. Just look at the calls instead of, come on, god dog it. There we go. Yeah. So instead of, like I said, sometimes I would take my eyes off of SPY's movement and look at my charts movement. And sometimes they used to cause a huge distraction. And I would, again, instead of playing off of the prices that I know on SPY, I'm playing off of the setup on here, and that sometimes would mess me up. But like I said, 664 contract started at $1, a little bit above $1, ran up as high as $6. So if you would have got in with even, like, just say one contract, I know one contract ain't nothing. So one contract you'd have made up to about close to what, $400? Still ain't bad. 5 contracts, you'd have been up, what, $2,000? About $2,000, roughly $2,000. But yeah, so what I did was, like, this is my active ladder. I took that P&L off because it was just, I was like, it was causing too much of a distraction. I had to take the P&L off, and I would just trade off the prices. Like I said, I would just focus on SPY setup and just make my moves from there. That's how I would do it. But yeah, this used to cause a lot of, it used to mess me up big time because I would start trading off of this instead of trading off of this. So I had to take my charts down. Now the only reason why sometimes I may have my chart, sometimes, to see where the lows is at. Like, that's the only time I really use it, to see, okay, where's the contract lows at for today? How low did we go? Or if you don't want to use that, I mean, all you gotta do is scroll down to see how low you went. What was your lows at before? Because I mean, it's gonna show a stopping point where it held. Like, okay, see right here is all in black. That means you filled it. So if you go all the way down, it should have the area where where it held at, right here. So that means the lowest we came down was around 129. 129 held, then you went right back on up. So that's right there showing you where your lows are located. So that's another way to use it, another way to look at it. And then if you go up.
202 says, like now I panic as I'm down 50%. When do you cut your lose? Or wait to see if it bounces back?
Oh, well, it's two things, Aussie. It depends on your entry. Your entry is very, very important. Like I said, 64 is a very, very important entry. Why? Because if you go off of that 664 level, and that 664 level holds, then that means 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have way more reward than risk, right? Now, when it comes down to stop losses, like, okay, I'm trying to use this one for example. Okay, let's just say for example, all right, you would have caught like the bot, like, let me see. I know it came down to low as 20, what, like 120 something. I think 129. I think it was the lows today. Lows like 120. Yeah, stopped around 129. So that means you had to get like these low areas down here. 120. So okay. And I'm gonna tell you what I do, and I know I got an OCD complex about this, and I'm just being honest with y'all. I like to be honest and very authentic, and sometimes it just messes me up, and I'll be totally 110% honest. And I'm still working on this, and I'm being as honest and real with you guys. I got an OCD thing where I try to, okay, like if I'm looking for certain plays, I don't just get in at random numbers. I'll be honest, and I know I gotta stop that too. I like to get whole numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean by whole numbers, like, okay, 530, 540. Because, okay, the reason why I do that sometimes, because I think about 10 cents. Like, okay, if I get in with 5 contracts, right, from 530 to 540, I know that's $50. You know, because every 10 cents on 500 contracts is 50, right? 50, 100, 150. And that's how I look at it. That's my little... And sometimes I may mess myself up sometimes because I'll have my... Let's just say I may have it sitting at 220... at 530, and it goes to 532, and it shoot right back on up. Sometimes that happens. I didn't been in those positions. But as far as my risk, Aussie, like, I like to do the 10 cent game, the 10 cent method. You know me, I do 10 cents, 10 cents. And another thing too is you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. Like, you can spread it out. Like, say for instance, okay, we was around 664, right? And your contracts hit a certain low level. You can spread it out. So let's just say, for example, all right, say for instance, we was in the 530 areas, right? And we was around 664. You can spread it out. Your contracts, like, I wish this thing stopped moving so I can show you. Like, you can put one at 530. I mean, how would normally do mine? I think I spread it out by 5s, I think. I would do like 530, 525, 520, something like kind of like what it's doing right now. It's kind of like what it's doing now. I was pulling on these 530s, like 525. Like, I would spread it out. But everybody has a different way on how they do it. But that's normally what I would do. Like, I spread it out in some type of way. Especially if I knew we're around a certain area that can hold, where I know we may get a little bit of a pull, and I know we're going to go back above that key level. Like, if I know that we're going to go back above 530, I'll set like a few little areas between 520, 525, something like that, for that possible move back above 530. So therefore, now we're going up, 35, 40, 45. And what I'll do is, like, say for instance, my entry, let's just say my balance is at 530. Let's just say 530. The market moves up. All I'll do is, like, I'll move my stop loss up. I'll move it up 35. Then I go up to 40. We still going up. I moved up to 45, 50, 55. I'll just keep moving it up, because I know even if we catch a pullback, I'm catching something, But everybody's different, man. Everybody got a different way of doing it. But that's how I do it. Again, I use a 10 cent method. Like I said, 5 contracts, every 10 cents, you're making 50. 6 contracts, that's 60. And you just go by 10s. And it depends, too, on how, like, what's your quota? What you trying to make for the day? What you trying to make throughout the week. Like I said, a lot of things comes into play when it comes down to your strategy. Everybody's different. Because if you go on with a good amount of shares, like, say, for instance, 1,000 shares, and it rips up 10 cents, and your goal is just to make $100 a day, all you're doing is waiting for a 10 cent mover. You bank that out. All right, cool. Next play. You repeat it. Now you're up 200. All right, next play. But everybody's different. But everybody got different ways of doing it. I mean, you got some people that'll spread their contracts out. They'll spread them out. So instead of putting all their eggs in one basket at one price point, they'll spread them all out to catch as many bottoms as they can. Because what they'll do is it'll readjust your cost base. So, say for instance, you get in at 530. Let's say one contract, but you got other contracts below that. It's gonna take your contracts and it's gonna start to move your cost base down. So you'll start to see 530. You'll start to see 528. You'll start to see like 527. And then see, look what it's doing. And then next thing you know, boom, ricochet right back up. See? See? You went down and then look. Bam! See that? 530, right? See how you play the game? Bam. You getting good entry? Look at that. Still pushing. And see? Easy. Easy money. See? You covered all those low 20s, and then you got right back above 530. Now you're to the 540s. Now you see what I mean? You covered ground on some good areas, got a good cost base, and now everything is going in your direction. Now you can put your start setting your stop loss, at a higher price point. I do. But again, the only way I do it is knowing my areas where, spy first and foremost. I gotta know where these levels at first before I do anything. Because whenever you jump in here not knowing that this is resistance, then now you know next thing you know, the market is going against you. What's up, now? Good morning, Quinn. Good? We good, guys? We good?
Morning, Nadia.
My phone is back on? Yeah, my phone. How I'm sounding? Aussie. Nadia, how I'm sounding now, Queens? I know you said my audio don't. Oh, man. Like I said, OBS been messing me up today. But right now, guys, as I'm talking, look at this. We still holding. But as I told you, you're going to have a little bit of interference where? At 670 because you're going into a whole number. So keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. See? So we already know we're going to have a little bit of interference right here. Because you're going from the 60s now to the 70s. Of course, every whole number is going to be a natural support and resistance. So you're going to have a little bit of interruption before you get that nice possible push back to the upside. Market's still looking good. Tesla's at a 7. Tesla, we know that we need to break 420 for my Tesla traders. 420.
Dip buy on dollar spot.
Damn, boy, I wish you would have caught the bottom. I mean, I wish you would have caught the ones from earlier that I called out this morning. I called out 64 was like one of your great entries. Then off of the VWAP 60 and also I've been calling 664 since this morning. 664 and I don't know if you was on my live yesterday. I was calling out 664. I told everybody 664, 664. I don't know how many times I called it. I was warning everybody. I alerted everybody what was gonna be that possible key level going into SPY this morning. Again, you can look at my Discord. I said 664. I never changed my number. 664 over and over. I've been calling that number out since last week.
$664.
Yeah, and I'm talking about that would have been a good area for you this morning because you finally broke above that price point. You did a red to green. Now back on top of the VWAP. Now pushing to the upside.
I have no access to Discord.
Wait, let me go back. I posted it from my last. I'll post it again. Queen. I got you. I'll post it right now. And I'm sorry if y'all didn't get it, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, because I had to reset it. Alright, I reposted it.
Jtraedz says, it might be back test to 664.
I mean, you do have some key levels above you first. I mean, right now, I know we're still holding. We're still on this uptrend right now. Nadia's still holding up, Queen. Because in order for us to get that move back down towards 64, what levels do we need to crack? I know for sure underneath 68. Oh, the level I had before, that was 67.30. Something like that. I think that was that old price I remember I had before. I think it was 67.30, something like that. Yeah, right here. Yep, right around that. See, I remember my prices, man. Don't ask me how I do it. I don't know. That's how much you know I love. I mean, I'm just addicted to what I do. Like, I just know numbers out the ass. I mean, think about it. Tesla, look how I got it set up. I just know numbers. I'm just used to it. Well, especially when you're just dealing with blue chip stocks, it just kind of becomes human nature. Second nature, sorry.
667.20.
All right, we close. Look, you see, we were almost on the same. See, I got 30, you got 20. But you're still in the same thought process as me. So that's still good, Nadi. That's still a good thought. I mean, we kind of on the same level. So you kind of see where I'm coming from. So shout out to Nadi for that. Shout out to you, Queen. Shout out to you. Good call. But right now, we still got this uptrend still continue. Man, I still get an error on this. I hate OBS sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I'm looking right there. I got a damn error on my YouTube again. I can't stand it.
Jtraedz says, WAP is 665.55.
Yeah, but you gotta keep in mind right now the market is bullish. Like, I mean, look at my list. Your highs is Tesla, second is Google, AMD, Meta, Amazon, and so forth. I mean, right now the market is bullish at this time. So in other words, you might see a lot more consolidation than a straight drop on down right now. I mean, because you gotta think about how many people, especially how many shorts got caught in this uptrend. I mean, think how many people trying to go for shorts and stuck. How many got caught in shorts, stuck. So you gotta think about that too. That goes into consideration too. So, but right now, overall, Nadia, I mean, we're just on an uptrend. Now, we'll keep on watching to see what's gonna happen at 670 because that is, you will be crossing from the 660s now into the 670s. And don't forget, you'd have that pivot point right at 672.50. So if we can go for that possible push of 670, your next key level is going to be up to 672.50 because that's your old pivot point. Because you remember that was the one we had a few weeks ago. Remember, we kept on talking about 672.50, 672.50. So, and not just that, we go back a little bit. Nadia, look, let me show you something else. Let me show you another trick. Hold up. What was it? My tops? All right, look. Go back a little bit. Look at my yellow line, Nadia, and look at my red line, right? Okay. So we know Thursday, look where you got rejected at, right? 75, right? 75. So let's go back a little bit when you had that full rotation where we utilized the yellow and red line. So let me go back a little bit. It was right about right here. Look right here. Held 64. Ran all the way up to what? 75, right? Toward that 75. See that rotation? Then that was dated for November 14th. So let's go back this way. Where we at right now? So you see that old rotation? Look how much room you have to possibly still push to the upside. So long as 64 holds, look how much room you have to go up. So we know those psychological levels where sellers are sitting at. It's gonna be around 72.50 up to that 75. So right now, uptrend is still holding, but we're gonna see first and foremost how we're gonna handle up at 70. Because you gotta remember, you're crossing from the 60s now into the 70. Every whole number is a natural level, natural support and resistance. So as we testing around 70, getting a little bit of little bit of interruption, a little bit, but look at the overall pattern still. Still got this uptrend going on. So let's see what's gonna happen at 670. Tesla still battling around 420. So range, for range of 417.50 to 420. So you're kind of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's still going sideways, but still holding. Google, I mean, still holding because you're above the VWAP. That's still holding. What else we had? Did we check? Google, all right. So AMD, how we going AMD? AMD still holding. Meta still holding. Amazon still holding. 225, still trying to hold. I give it that. Trying to hold. I mean, yeah, you could fall, but still trying to hold. So nothing major right now. Nothing like to make the market just create fear. Unless the president say something crazy. What else? Apple holding. It actually went what we ran. How much did we run this time? Shit, down to $7. Almost 270 on this. Almost 277. Close to 277. I'm still my mark. What else? I see, but I don't see nothing screaming, make the market fall right now. I mean, you're getting a little bit of a pullback on Nvidia. A little bit of a pullback. A little bit. Nah, I mean, nothing like dramatic. Microsoft. How we got on Microsoft? Microsoft, a little bit of a tumble. But you still got a lot of strong stocks that still holding. That's the thing. Still got a lot of them that still holding. A lot of them still holding. I mean, Tesla holding, Google holding, which is making SPY still hold. And one of them bad boys that spike.
Coach Other says, your trend line, what time frame is?
5 minute. 5 minute queen. 5 minute time frame. And all I did was, and as I broke down this earlier, all I did was take Friday's movement and match it to today's movement. Look right here. All I did was just take Friday's setup from last week into Monday, and what you get an uptrend. Still on his uptrend. Friday lows, Monday lows, still holding. Uptrend still holding. We already broke out of one ascending triangle pattern, which was at 64, and we're slowly trying to move up to the next. So, and look at this. I mean, it's just been uptrending ever since. Came down to these pre-market lows, 660s, 658-ish, somewhere in that bracket. Wind up holding that trend line. and been up ever since. So that's why I say I wouldn't be shorting it right now. I would not be shorting it right now. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Right now, just not the time to short. I would not jump in for a short. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I don't want you getting caught. I don't want you guys getting caught. I mean, could we get some possible little small pullbacks around 70? We could, but we'll see. But I mean, it's still risking. Still risking. Still risking. I'll just be careful on an uptrend right now. Especially getting caught in a slow one and using a 0 DTE and you're not getting that pullback you want and time decay is kicking in. Yeah, I would definitely be careful on that. Using the 0 DT and that bad boy ain't like giving you a hard pullback like you want. Yeah, I would. He's there. Just be careful on that. Because uptrends are like the worst shorts to take shorts on. Now, if this spike is straight up, and you getting consecutive green candles all the way up, oh yeah. I mean, I love those. Like, I love those plays for the reversal back down. Because as quick as you go up, faster you come down. Like, I love those type of plays. But in an uptrend, yeah, it's tough to catch that crap. It's tough to try to short on an uptrend. Same thing trying to catch a long on a downtrend. Vice versa. Same exact thing. I mean, you caught a good pullback this morning, but other than that, I mean, you ain't been really getting strong pullbacks. I mean, you get a little pullback here and there, but it's not like strong, where it's, creating fear in the market. Get a little pullback, bounce, pullback, bounce, pullback, bounce, pullback. I mean, and look, I mean, if you notice, look, we're just slowly going up towards 270. Now, like I said, what's going to happen at this level? We'll see. Can those buys push above that 270 up to that 270, 250? It's a possibility. Could we get rejected at 270 back down? It's a possibility, but we won't know until we get that, we get that confirmation. All we can do is go off of what we see right in front of us is an uptrend. A slow, steady uptrend with all indicators still holding it. Especially your 9 and your 20. Still coasting that bad boy on up. So if we do crack, you do have room to fall back to the 50 estimate, which is going to be around 673.30. But right now, this bad boy is just still uptrending towards 670. So be careful in trying to short it right now. Just be careful. Be careful, be careful. Yeah, uptrends are definitely tough to short. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough to short on uptrends. Like I said, when you're going straight spikes, I love those. They're easy to catch. But uptrends, yeah. Because normally when you're doing uptrends, you're making a pattern within itself. I mean, some of them may make like a mountain, but they're making something.
Says, I wait until 670 down to 667.20.
Like I said, and I even go to my 30-minute time frame. Naughty, look. I'll go to my 30-minute time frame, just like I was showing everybody earlier. Look, go to my 30-minute. It's like we figured out a little pattern that we had so far from Thursday into Monday. You got like a little U-shaped pattern going on.
I wait to buy calls at WAP 665.55.
Yeah, so you can kind of see right here. We are holding that little level I talked about, that 67.30. And you can see right here, 67.30, rejection. 67.30, now support. You can see when you're underneath it, rejection. Rejection. When you're above it, support. And we hold that level. You got room to push up towards 70 to 75, 72 up to possible 75 to retest Thursday's top area. So right now, overall, it's uptrending. I mean, you can't beat that. Now, like I was telling them before, I was telling Austin them before, you had a pattern right here that screamed out inverted cup and handle pattern. That was a clear cut sign. Still at that same exact price, 664, 664, 664. With these tops right around 685, that was your cup. 664 bounce, 675 tops, back down to 674, 664. Gave you what? Inverted cup and handle pattern, clear sign, downtrend, however you want to look at it. But you got to put your days together to get a good idea and a pattern to understand what the market is doing overall. Because you got to keep in mind, guys, it's not about just looking at it for one day. See, that's why a lot of people get. See, that's what messed a lot of traders up. And they always be like, "Oh man, I'm caught in choppiness. Oh man, why would I?" Put your days together. Look right here. Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, made a cup. Look there. From Friday to Friday, made a cup a week. From Friday to Friday, made a cup. And then going into Monday, you ran up, got the handle, back on down to what price point? 64. But you notice all it did was make a big cup. So all we doing now is asking ourselves, okay, where are we going this week? Even though we have only 3 full days of trading, because Thursday is a holiday, and then Friday, the market closes at 1. So the question is, okay, what is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday going to do this week before the holidays? Can we just get this possible just continuation push, as the holidays rolls on up, as we push back up towards these highs? Or will we top out and tumble back down? So right now, the market is bullish. There's no denying it. The market is bullish. You can't deny it. Uptrend is still holding. Again, the market don't care what you want. You got to respect what the market is doing. So right now, you're above the 200-day moving average. You're holding up that trend line. You still got this bullish momentum. Look at this on a 30-minute time frame. Green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle. One red candle, green candle, green candle. So you can't deny what's right in front of you. So we know that a whole number is going to hold up as a natural number. Support and resistance, which is 670. We already know that. You break above 670. Okay, what's next? You got 672.50. Bam. Because you can see right here where sellers came in, pulled them back on down. Then we broke above 672.50 up to 675. That was the ultimate top where sellers came in aggressive and yanked the living crap out of you. So we know psychologically where buyers can push up to, because you got to think about it, guys. In order for us to get this, in order for us to get to 680, 685, what do we need to bypass? 672.50, 675. We gotta take this out in order to get back to these highs. So we gotta see these prices again. If we're trying to transition and move back to the upside, we know it. We gotta take this out. We gotta face our fears. We gotta take these levels out to get to higher price points. So, in other words, we're gonna see these prices again. So the buyer's goal is to take out a level that the sellers took the buyers out with. 675. Took them out. Come out and take that power back from the bears for us to cross from this level here up to these levels. So what's stopping you? 675. Because you haven't broken out yet. You ran up 675. You ran up this way 664. But then you wind up getting above 664, which puts you in a range of 664, 675. You're already above one level, which is Friday level. Now we need to break Thursday's level. So, in other words, that's what causes your rotations. That's what causes your magnet-like movements when it yanks back up to a certain price point. So right here was clearly bearish Thursday. You had a little bit of an uptrend Friday. Going into Monday, continuation uptrend. Still moving his way on up. And majority of your candles today is green, which represents bullishness. And also, if you look at the list, is pretty much in green. Highs level, highs percentage is 7%. Tesla, followed by AMD, 5%. Google, 5%. Meta, so which still looks a little bit pretty bullish to me. Normally when we have bear time, bear markets or bear situation, the percentages are normally low, like 1%, 0 point something percent. Right now we're in the 7s, 5s, 3s, 2s, 1s. The lowest we got, the lowest percent is Microsoft. What you see? Look at this. Healthy list, healthy market, healthy movement. Green, healthy. I mean, what other ways to put it? Everything is still moving healthy. You got buy stepping in. Again, there's no way around it. I mean, you can't fight that. So the market is bullish. Can't deny what's right in front of you. Where's my God dang it.
Jtraedz says, "You are cutting off a lot. Is it mine or yours?"
Nah, that's my OBS, Queen. See, look, it keeps giving me an error. That's my OBS, man. See, look, error. See what I mean? It's not me. It's the freaking OBS doing this. So no, it's not you guys. It's my OBS, man. And I didn't want to shut it off, and then I hate that it's doing that, man. I think another thing that may cause it too, when I'm flipping those scenes, I think that may cause it too, because I know it goes off of bit rates. I might need to stop doing that. I may need to stop flipping my scenes, because it can't hold those. I might need to stop doing that. God, man, I can't have no fun with OBS. I swear I can't. Can't go to different scenes for people so they don't get bored. Won't allow me because it keep popping up with errors because they can't handle the bit rates on it. It ain't me though, man. It's not me. But yeah, I gotta wait for the error to go away to say excellent again. again, it's not me, guys. It's just OBS, and I don't want to have to turn it off, and then put it back on. It's still error. Yeah, I think it's time for me. I think it's time for a new hard drive. Honestly, think it's just time for a new hard drive. I've been having this for a long time. Think it's time for a new hard drive, guys. Hard drive it is. Been having this one for a long time. I mean, it's been working for me for a while, but I think it's just time to retire yet. I think it's time for retirement. Because if I hang... What time it is? About to be 2? Because I don't want to jump off, man. I mean, I want to jump off because I want to have to jump off my live stream and then put up another one where I'm only going to be on for so long. That's why I don't want to jump off. Because I think it's going to be a waste. Because I'm gonna soon be heading on out, man, in a few. And I don't want to jump on, create a new live stream and I'm only for like 30 minutes. I don't want to do that, man. I'm trying to make this one hold up. Stupid OBS, man. I'm at the... man, shit kills me, man. Come on, man. Come on, error. Come on. Still watching this level, guys. Still watching 670. Tesla, 420s. I want to see if it's going to go towards my area that I called out. I wonder if it's going to push up towards my... matter of fact, I'm going to put an alert. I'm going to put 672.50. Man, and I don't want to have to leave. Oh, there we go. Look, now see, look. Look, Nadia. Look, now it's back excellent. Now you see what I mean? It's not me doing this. It goes excellent, then the error. Excellent, then an error. Excellent, then, see what I mean? Now y'all see it for yourself. That's not me doing that. Now it's back excellent. See what I mean? Look. So it's not me doing it at all. I'm just on my microphone and camera just talking. I'm not doing anything different. And I don't want to have to restart the dang live stream because I'm not going to be on for long. Because that'd be pointless. I want to hold on to this one and then just, So hopefully tomorrow, man, we'll get everything rocking and rolling as far as the live stream. I do apologize. Just hate that it had to do all of that because I didn't want to do that to y'all. So right now, still watching 670. Because I want to see if we're going to get this break up towards my pivot point. So I'm just keeping this on watch. Right now, uptrend is still commencing. Still a little bit of a resistance right at 670, but it's still holding up overall. But you are hitting a strong resistance. Little bit of overextension, because you are off of those indicators, like in midair, hitting a strong resistance at this time. So let's see where we go from here, guys. Because you're no longer on top of the 9 EMA. You're kind of floating, and right into a strong resistance. So watch this key level. Anybody hit me up? Yeah, because what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to restart everything after this live stream to make sure everything runs. And look, error again! Look! Yeah, I can't win with this, bro. Now y'all see what I'm going through? It's not my fault. Now you see? It is not me doing this. And I don't want to keep lagging on y'all, man. And it's not... I hate that, man. This shit is unprofessional. It's not me doing this, man. I'm trying to stay on with you guys as long as I can. I can't stand this crap when it does this. All right, what else can we look at? All right, while we're waiting on this. I'm still waiting on to see if it's going to hit my But no, also you saw that though, right? I showed you my OBS. 1 minute says excellent, and then the next minute says error. You see? But it's not me doing that. All I'm doing, you can see me, all I'm doing is moving my mouse. I'm not on anything else and just talking to you guys through my camera and my mic. It's not me. I'm not doing nothing. That's crazy. I may need to start switching scenes. I mean, and maybe that's causing that to do that. Maybe it can't handle the scene switching. When I go to that little lobby, the little break room lobby, then back here, I may need to stay on one lobby. Maybe that's what I need to do to create less error. What matter of fact, let me check my bit rate. Where is it at? Hold up. Where is my? Let me see where it's set at. I should have had it like in the 6,000s or something. Nah, let me see. Bit rate. Output. Yeah, 6,000. So why the hell is it? I'm not even gonna change it. I'm gonna keep it at 6. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it right where it's at. Cause the minute I put it low, then it gonna say it's too low. Alright, still watching this, guys, because I'm not going to leave you side until we see where we go from here on SPY. Can we get that 670 break for that push up towards my, and then we already got Tesla trying to get that 420 break. Remember, the next key level on Tesla is going to be around that 422.50. So I want to see if it's going to hit one of my areas before I do leave. I just want to make sure. I want to because I want to help out as much as I can with you guys. Alright. Oh! Speaking of that, there's Nadia. I'm glad I got y'all.
Chick2202 says, "Come on, SPY, just hit 600."
I mean, it's about 30 cents away.
And call it a day.
It's about 30 cents away.
Please.
And Nadia, I've got to tell you guys this. For those who are on my Patreon, I did bring it down as far as the prices. I knocked it down a little bit cheaper, man, because I know I had a lot going on, and sometimes I can't really do everything I need to do. And I felt bad about, even at $3, I felt bad. So I bumped it down to 2. And I think the silver, I bumped it down to 4. So I did change the prices. So I did knock it down. So to still give y'all the same content. But I did knock it down. Because, I mean, you guys, to show my appreciation, I did knock it down just a little bit. And I'll go to it. Because I want to give y'all great content on it, man. I mean, that's gonna be well deserved for me to raise up the prices. So once everything does take place, then I'll do that. But man, let me just knock it down a little bit so to make the membership even cheaper. So I wanted to hook y'all up. So right here, so like I said, the bronze $2, so I went down $1, and for the silver I went down 4. So I mean that was just to hook people up, man. So and that was just to show my appreciation. Thank y'all for y'all patience, man. And I mean I wanted to just show my gratitude and my love towards y'all, man, and say y'all thank y'all. So, and look, it did it again. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna probably have to jump on off soon, man, because my OBS is just, oh my god. And I don't mean to put you guys through this, man. I'm so sorry, bro. And like now's the era again, man. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to shut the computer down. I'm gonna have to shut everything down, man. Because obviously it can't handle. See, now you see why I didn't do Kick. Because if it can't handle YouTube and Twitch, if I damn sure couldn't do Kick as well. Yeah, I gotta get a new setup, man. I gotta get new hardware. I know hard drive. I'm sorry, hard drive. So I do apologize. Because I'm trying to stay on, but I just keep getting errors on this stupid OBS, man. And that's causing lag on you guys in, and I hate that. Because I'm gonna have to restart everything. Because I already know once I hang up OBS, it's gonna give me a crash message. I already know that's coming. Gonna give me a crash message. Watch. I know it's coming. And again, I do apologize.
Says, call it a Black Friday deal. Build up that FOMO.
Nah, facts. Facts. But I'll tell it. Any trades? I mean, now we're still testing at 670. Also, we still testing. We still got this uptrend. So as I was telling y'all, man, I know it's gonna be a little tough because you're already overextended on the 5. So you're hitting a strong resistance off of that 9 MA. So I mean, we could, if we can't break, we could get a little possible small pull back down if we can't break 670. But let's see where we go. I mean, because Tesla's breaking out. Tesla's breaking above that 420. So that I got one of my alerts set on Tesla at 422.50. Google, what was Google? Back up towards those highs around 418 plus. I'm sorry, 318 plus. Could look like SPY want to go for it, but I know it's gonna be a little tough. Let's see, can we go for this possible squeeze up? I want to see, can we get it? Come on, 670. Come on, 670. And I still got an error on my dang YouTube. I mean, on my. I'm not going to fight with it. I'm just not going to fight with it, man. Yeah, I'm going to just have to restart the whole system, guys. That's the only thing I can do. I'm going to have to just restart the whole system. And I mean, hopefully, I have everything running tomorrow smoothly. And I am so sorry, and I do apologize. I think what it caused it when I was switching my scenes, when I had the break room, and then I switched over to this scene here. I might have to just keep it there. But I like taking y'all to the break room, man, because I don't like it being boring. You know, all I do is we open up charts. Like, I want to have a little bit of fun with you guys, man. And it's not my fault OBS can't handle the damn switching. Not my fault. But I'm going to fix it, because I definitely want to take you guys back to the break room. I want to have fun with it. Because I might do it even when I'm about to get off. I take y'all to the break room.
Traedz says, I was like a deer in the headlights. No Traedz.
Well, the errors I called out this morning, Teller. And also, join my Discord too, Teller. Join my Discord, because I alert on there as well. I alert on my Patreon. I learned on my, matter of fact, I think you was with me yesterday doing my live stream. When I told everybody, especially Spy, I said, Spy, the error that we need is 664. And what level did we break above this morning? 664 was your breakout. I give you guys the alerts. It's up to you to pull a trigger. I tell you what levels to look out for. Spy especially, y'all know this. I go into deep details and deep dives when it comes to Spy. What did I say yesterday on my live stream? I'll pull it up. I say 664. Y'all know this. I said 664. What did we break above today? 664. And I'm still getting the error on my... Oh, man. Not y'all. I'm talking about OBS, man. It's the error, man. I'm gonna have to fix it when I get off, man. Cause I don't want to put you guys through. And I'm so sorry, man. I do owe you guys an apology. I'll apologize, man. Stupid OBS, bro. Still watching Spy though. Still watching Spy. Can we get that break above 670? Cause I want to say it's gonna hit my alert. I mean, or at least one of them. Cause I know we got Tesla still trying to go for that 420 break. I know Spy is trying to go for the 670. But we got to break above 670. Because that means that we're going to break now from the 660s now to the 670s. So, which you already know, every whole number is going to hold up as a natural number. So we need that breakout. And I want to see it do it before I leave. Because, like I said, I want to get off so I can restart this computer, man. So restart this stupid OBS. Still got an error right now, so it still hasn't adjusted yet. So I'm like, what the hell, like, is causing it to do that, though? YouTube is not receiving enough video maintenance. How? It's up like to 6,000 on my thing. That's the part I'm not understanding. I'm looking at it right now to see what's going on, guys. I don't want to end the stream. And I'm not going to end the stream, because I'm not doing that to y'all. Okay, what do I need to... Okay. It's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. But what is causing it though? See, it's saying poor. YouTube is not receiving enough, such as viewers will experience. I know it's going to experience buffering, but it's not what I'm asking. Like, what is causing it to do this? Or slow me down, because everything should be fine. Still showing poor. I don't know, guys, man. It's like the OBS. See what I mean? It's just, man. I'm trying, man, guys. I'm trying my best to try to fix it. I don't know, man. It's driving me nuts. I don't know, man. Always does this, and it's crazy. When I first started my stream, I was never having issues. Y'all remember this? When I first started my live stream, everything used to be so perfect. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I done changed my bitrate so many times to adjust it to meet the requirements of YouTube, but I don't know, man.
Traedz says, you called it. Trying to hold on to those Friday gains. I just bought an $ORCL call, but I will be jumping ship before earnings on the 8th.
Well, oh, and look at Tesla, guys. Look, Tesla. What I told y'all. What I told you. So that one looked like that one may hit my alert first. Let me see. ORCL. ORCL. Let me take a look at it real. Oh. Come on. ORCL. Let's take a look. ORCL. No, OR. I put CRCL. ORCL. I'm sorry. I got the wrong thing. Okay. So 200. Yep. So holding up that. Okay. 200 day move. Not 200 day, but yeah, it is the 200 day and the VWAP. So from 200 to 202. Okay. Spies, guys, still watching that 670. Like I said, we're gonna have a little bit of, like I said, a little bit of interruption, man. Because you all, like I said, from that 9MA, you all getting overextended. You all getting overextended. If we want to get that push, those bots gonna have to come in right now. Come in with enough push. Because you don't have nothing to hold you. Like no indicators, no nothing. You kind of like going into a brick wall without a car, pretty much. Tesla may hit my first alert. At least I get one of them for right now. Cause look like we are aiming for that 2250. 2250 on Tesla, guys. 2250 on Tesla. From 20 to 2250, right where my alert is. That means we gotta go for a dollar push. Let's see. Let's see. Is Google still? Well, yeah, because Google, look like Google may be going back up to its highs. Yep, 318. So Google may go for that 320. Let's see. Are we still pushing? Yep, still pushing on Google. What was the highs? 318.57. 318.57. So we gotta get above that one, that price point. Yeah, look, Nasdaq, excellent. See, I swear YouTube be getting my nerve. Not YouTube, but OBS. Look, Nasdaq. See what I mean? Nasdaq, excellent. See, yeah. Now you see what it's doing to me, right? Y'all see it with your own two eyes. Excellent, error, excellent, error, excellent.
Ingrid Aussie Chick 2202 says. Meta is pushing.
All right, Queen. Thank you for telling me. Okay. Okay. Meta still pushing too. The area. What I wanted for Meta. Yeah, Meta still. Oh yeah. Yeah, Meta still holding. What was the area though that we needed to break on Meta? I remember we talking about this like last week. What was that level that we needed to stay? Because I think Meta was the one that had the lowest RSI. Because I know. I think it was 620 to 640, something like that. I think on Meta for the upside. I think that's what it was. Let me see. Let me take a look at Meta real quick, guys. I don't mean to do that. I do apologize. Let me go to Meta. I think it was like 620. Well, I think Meta. I think it has a lot of more ability, like a lot of opportunity. Yeah. Yep. I was right. Look, guys. Look. See, look at that gap fill. I told you. See, I told you it had a lot more opportunity. Look at that. Look at that curl back on up. Look at that. Now above all the indicators. Look at this gap fill. From, especially we get back above 620 up to 640, you have a gap fill from these indicators to that. Guys, that's like a $20 push on Meta. That's why I kept calling it out. And look at that. Now you got, guys, all I'm going to say is I think Meta still got a lot of opportunities to go up towards the upside where that bad boy can possibly run $20 up. And then Aussie, thank you so much for reminding me too, Queen. But you see it for yourself too. Look at this.
Are you using a VPN?
No. So thank you for reminding me of that. For Meta, we get back above that 620, man. We got space and opportunity to go to that 640. So I think so. I still think that Meta got a lot of room to run on the upside. I still agree on that one. I'm gonna stick to my guns with that.
Ingrid Aussie Chick 2202 says. AMD 2.
I still got my alert set for Tesla. AMD was what was the price point we called on that one? Yeah, I think my computer just slowing down too, guys. It's like even my charts, man. Something is not right. Come on, man. Yep. And AMD still been on an uptrend towards that possible 220 level. So that's still uptrending. thought I heard my music go off. Cause I want this damn thing to freeze on me. Okay, music. Oh, I thought it froze. Boy, I was about to say, please don't. I was about to say, please don't do this during my live. Please don't freeze. I thought it froze. Because I didn't hear no music. I was about to panic. I'm like, say, please don't do this. It done this before. In the middle of my live, it just freezes. I don't even have time to say goodbye to everybody. It freezes. Yeah, guys, I might have to shut it down a little early, man. Because again, I don't want you guys to get stuck in a damn lag, man. Because I might have to restart the whole computer to have everything fresh and solid for you guys tomorrow for the live stream, man. And I do apologize for the day. You know, I'm so sorry, man. It's like I said, the OBS, the bit rate, something that's not. That's why I don't do Kick anymore. Cause I wanted to just have YouTube and Twitch, so it wouldn't, it wouldn't start to start lagging. But like even with just the two, it's just still lagging. So it's something I gotta do. Something I gotta fix on this. Something is not. Man, cause I don't want to put you guys through this lagging bull crap, man. So I'm just on my PC right now to see. Yeah, man, I got it. Yeah, I can see it. I have to clean it. I'm gonna have to clean out my disk space. I already see. I'm gonna have to clean out my disk space, or add more, more to my disk. One or two. I'm gonna have to do that. But yeah, guys, I might have to get off early. I might have to leave, man, cause to clean out the computer, man, cause I can see it's starting. I see why it's lagging too. That the space is starting to get full. I'm gonna have to clean it, man. I'm gonna definitely have to clean all that out. So guys, let me go ahead, guys, and leave you guys be right here, man. And I really hate to leave early. It's the stupid. Matter of fact, man, let's just off on a good note. Let's go to the lunchroom library. Bump this crap. I ain't gonna let this run me. Let's go to the library real quick, guys. Let's go to the lunchroom library so I can wish everybody a farewell, and I'll be heading on out. In 3, 2, 1, let's go, man. All right. I wanted to end up having fun with you guys. Why is my thing now on? My little chat box is not working. It's weird. Why is my chat box not on? On my lunchroom chat box. Is it? I don't see no messages popping up. Yeah, I gotta fix all of this, man. Yeah, I gotta fix all of this. This is crazy. I don't know. I gotta fix all of this. But anyway, guys. See? I hear you, but I don't see it.
All good, Jay. We understand.
See, look.
That you're streaming and helping us.
I'm trying to get the. Man, I'm trying to get the chat box open up. Man, why is my chat box not coming on? Yeah, it was working. It was working before. All of a sudden, it's not working now, man. Let me see if anything is off. Yeah, there's just too much going on. It's just too much going on. I'm gonna have everything fixed by tomorrow, guys. I promise, man. I'm so sorry. Let me see if anything's tough on my chat box. No, my chat ninja, everything is up. So why is my chat box not running? It was working before. I'll figure it out, man. I'll figure it out. It's crazy. I can't even see your messages. Also, I can see it on my other computer. I can see it. I can literally see it. It's just not popping up here, man. I'm gonna get all this fixed tomorrow. I promise you guys and gals. I'm so sorry, man. And cause I'm gonna have to clean my disk space. So I see it's getting full. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys be. I thank y'all so much for everything for today, man. Let me go ahead and share some love to you guys, man. I definitely thank y'all so much. I can't believe I had to go through all of this already. Just like, wow. Where's my thanks and all of this at, man? Can I at least get that? That works. So shout out Jtraedz, Mods. Thank y'all for everything. Appreciate y'all. I am so sorry for all the confusion, all the BS that I was going through.